Welcome to Friday Friendly Kitchen. It's a joyous day for all Christians today. For Christ, before he dies, he has his last meal with his disciples. And with that memory of that, the Catholic Church also has the Eucharist, which is always truly present in all the tabernacles in the world. And Christ is present in the form of bread and wine, not just as a symbol, but truly present as a person. So with this, and it's a day for priests, for all those priests who are clergy, who have dedicated their life to Christ. And I dedicate this video to all the clergy, including the Pope and the cardinals and the bishop, who are truly faithful to their vocation and to their call. And I also specially dedicate this video to few priests whom I know, which I will mention this in this video, especially Father Robert Bangry, Father Sean Patrick, also Father Gerard Hayton, Father Adrian Martins, and all those priests, especially from the Fraternity of St. Peter, Father Pota, Father Ralph Obalo, and all the other priests who have been faithful and dedicated, including Father MacDonald, Father Sumich, Father Blues, and the list goes on and on and on. But I wish them a happy priest day on this day. So I wish all the priests today a happy day. And also, before we get into the kitchen, I would like to all those who are visiting my channel, please do subscribe and try out these recipes. And I also encourage to pass the word around and share my video also. And also, for those who are being with me, thank you very much. Now, without further delay, let's get into the kitchen and see the ingredients for all these three dishes. So our first part of the Easter Triduum video that we are going to do for the Holy Thursday, which requires 3 set dishes. So the first one is Puri. So the Puri, I have 1 cup of Atta, which is a Durum flour, and also I'll be adding 2 tablespoons of oil, and also we will mix it for Puri. And remember, this has to be knead into a tight dough. So mix it well, and then we will have to check how soft the puris will be. So the checking method is get a bunch of it, hold it firm, and open it. And this is not right. We will try again. So we have to mix it well for a minute or 2. And we'll try now. And this should hold, the flour should hold all together. And when you crumble, it should all be normal. And so now with this, we will add some salt. For this, I'm just using half a teaspoon of salt. Even half is too much. And we will continue mixing. I should have added before, but I missed it. So we can continue mixing it. And also now we will add the water gradually, not much, very little at the time, approximately about half a cup first, and then we mix it together until it forms into a dough which should be tighter than chapatis. Chapatis should be more softer a little bit, but this should be a little tighter. So we can add more. Now the dough is coming together, and as the dough is coming together, this is still tight, too tight. We need a little bit of water. This is how I do. I add a little bit of water and then I knead it. And I'll be kneading it continuously without stopping because I need stiff dough. And when you see like this kind, you can just scrape them down a little bit. And at this moment, the puri dough is pretty much ready, but the longer you knead it, it's better. So now the puri dough is ready. This is a good tight dough. I will add some oil on top of it and coat the dough so that it prevents from drying. And with that, I will put a sealing wrap, and then we will just put it aside. And this dough has to rest at least minimum of 30 minutes. So meanwhile that, we will prepare the next dish. And now we shall make the syrup. So for that, I have 1 cup of sugar. Along with that, 2 pinches of salt and also 1 cup of water. And for this, we will add 2 cloves, about 3 to 4 or 5 pieces of Cardamom Pods. And I have some saffron. I'll be adding it later. Now, with a medium heat, we will let it come to a boil, and with this we will cover the pot. Our syrup is boiling, and so now we can add the saffron and reduce the flame as well. Just add, saffron is about 2 pinches and you don't need much. And also we shall add some lemon juice. Lemon juice about 1 teaspoon. This is to prevent from crystallizing. At this time, our syrup is ready. So we can put it in the back burner and we will do the jamuns. To make this jamuns, we will add 1 cup of milk. As this is a sweet dish, so we do not require much salt. 1 pinch will be sufficient. And we will add 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified unsalted butter. Also, we will add 2 tablespoons of milk powder. And along with that, we will add Sujee or Rava or Semolina, wheat semolina, half a cup. And along with that, we will add 1 teaspoon of grounded cardamom powder. If you are not sure how to grind your own cardamom powder, I will link to my initial videos on how to grind a cardamom powder. So with this, we will continue stirring. So with that, just mix it up together, everything, until it becomes a dough. So we will stir this continuously until it becomes a dough. As you can see, it's already getting like a dough, and so we have to continuously mix it until it releases from the pan. At this stage, we will add a little bit of ghee, and this is a fine dough, and so we will just add a little bit of ghee to moisten it so it won't get dried out, but still when we have to keep it covered so that it will not get dried out. So this is a perfect dough. The dough is ready and it needs to get rested, so I'm going to transfer this into a different pan. As we have prepared the jamuns, so meanwhile waiting for the jamuns to get cool off, so now we will make the masala for the puri. So we will add some cooking oil and also 1 teaspoon of mustard seed, and we will wait for the mustard seed to crack. So meanwhile we'll cover this with a mash. And the mustard seed has already cracked. And so now we will add the other ingredients, which will be Chana Dal, 1 teaspoon. As the color of the Chana Dal is changing, we will add Urad Dal, 1 teaspoon. And now the Urad Dal, the color is starting to change, and this is the time we will add the Jeera or Cumin Seeds, 1 teaspoon. And now we will add the dried chili, 3 dried chili broken into small pieces. And also we will add the green chili. At this moment, we will now add the pounded ginger, approximately about 1 to 2 teaspoons. And we will saute this until the raw smell goes off. And as the raw smell goes off, and we will add the curry leaves. At the same point, we will now add the onions, medium-sized onion. And along with that, we will add some salt. Adding salt to the onions, which will loosen and it becomes translucent fast. And we will leave it for a few minutes for the onions to get translucent. The onions are already been translucent, and now we shall add the boiled and cooked and mashed potato. So we will add this and we will mix it up together. And now we shall add some water. Water is about half a cup. And if you need more, you can add more as well. Mix it up together. And we have one more ingredient, that is turmeric powder, which is about 1/4 teaspoon. And so mix it up together, and this will thicken up the whole thing. And looking at this, we will need more water. I'm also adding another 1/4 cup of water with some salt. Salt is always according to your taste. And so we will bring this to a boil. Cover this with a mash because we want to prevent from spilling. And dear viewers, our potato masala is ready. So the final part, we'll add a little bit of sugar, about 1/2 teaspoon. This is to blend all the spice powders. This is as finished, and we will add a little bit of cilantro. Just a roughly chopped cilantro, very little. And we'll finish off this. And in this you can also add butter, but I am not adding any butter for now, but you can always add some butter also. So this is done. We are finished with our potato masala. Our next step is to make the jamuns, and so now we will prepare the jamuns. For this we need to knead a little bit. We'll add a little bit of ghee, approximately about 1 teaspoon, which is more than enough, and we will start kneading them. And so this is kneaded. Now this has to be rounded. So to begin with, grease the plate. Just add a little bit of ghee and just go through. And also take about a small ball, like about 1 inch around, and just round it well. You may do it in any shapes, but I'm doing only the round shape today. So approximately about that big. So I'll finish this and I'll be back with you. The jamuns are ready. I've already rolled it without any cracks. There are a little bit that should be fine, but just make sure that there's no cracks. And now it's time for frying. It's time to fry, so we will drop off 1 jamun at a time. We will do 4 at the time. So this you have to roll them while you fry them until a skin is formed, and we fry them until it becomes golden brown. The jamuns are getting fried, so we need to make it golden brown on both sides, and then after that we will drop it off in the syrup which we prepared earlier. As you can see, the jamuns are getting browner, and very soon in a couple of minutes time we will move them into this syrup. The syrup is ready over here, as you can see, and we will drop them off in the syrup. And I kept it warm in a back burner so that it will keep the heat continuously. And dear viewers, now it's time to remove the jamuns into the syrup. And we will let the jamuns be in the syrup for at least 30 minutes. And dear viewers, these are the jamuns that we made for the dessert. And dear viewers, our poories are also, the dough it's also ready, so we need to give a quick knead, just a little bit for a minute or two. And now we have to flatten this. We will use oil instead of flour. So with that, we will now make the poories, and so we need little balls as well to shape it. So with this, I'm going to make about this size, and I'll be back when I finish. So we have already rounded up, and I'll show you a couple how to do it, and we will go from there. And so grease your base with a rolling pin, and your poories, flatten it, and flatten it slowly. It shouldn't be, the poories shouldn't be thin or too thick. It should be a moderate size, something like this. It can be a slightly thicker, but this should be a perfect size. Poories are supposed to be small, and they are not supposed to be big. And so we will do the second one. Just grease both sides, then you can start rolling them. Place it in a platter. So I'm going to show you another one, then I will roll the rest by myself. Some people use flour to dust. I finding it like when I use the flour, it starts to burn in the oil when I'm frying them. So this is a perfect. So by this, the poories will be soft. So I'll come back when I'm finished with all the poories. And I have already flattened out all the poories. Let's get started to fry them. And dear viewers, our oil is already well heated, and it's time to add the poories, and we will fry them one by one. So we have to drop off into the oil, then it will rise. And as you can see, it rises, and this is a good indication that the poories are getting cooked as well, and it's time to flip. Just be careful when you flip, and also press the middle so that it's get cooked properly. And you can see it's fluffing, and now the puri is ready to be removed. If we leave it too long, it will become crispy. And And so we will add another puri. So we will fry them until the bubbles get stopped. Then after that, it can be removed. As you can see, the puris look so lovely. And dear viewers, we have come to our end of our video for this Holy Thursday. So we have made 3 dishes. One is the puri, and then the masala for the puri, and we also made the gulab jamuns, which is made out of sujee or rava or some wheat semolina. So I hope you will try this for Holy Thursday and feast in your home. And so I like to end this video by saying a blessed Easter Triduum. And also we will celebrate the resurrection shortly in a couple of days' time. So also for those who are new visiting my channel, I welcome you aboard, and I also like you to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also for those who have been with me, thank you very much. And with this I end my Holy Thursday or Maundy Thursday video, so that you can try it out in your home and let me know in your comments. So I wish all of you a happy Easter Triduum. Till then, we see you each other. Bye bye.